What a doozy boy crew. We're here with another live stream today. The transfer window is shut. It's shut. Chelsea have made their signings. Today we are going to discuss all the signings and what's to come with Chelsea Football Club after making these signings. So let's get into today's stream. I want everyone who has just joined to smash that like button, subscribe if you're watching on replay, comment below your favorite signing of the Chelsea window. Let's roll the intro and let's get into it. Let's go.
We fucking got him.
And we're back, guys, here with our live stream, the final stream of the transfer window of 2022, the summer transfer window of 2022. We're going to be discussing and recapping all the signings today. And it's September 1st, or September 2nd, and Jorginho is still in a Chelsea kit, and Deckers is still in a West Ham kit. Stuff that you love to see. We have everyone who has tuned in, guys. We've got Calla in here. Calla is a good window. And guys, I got the poll as well, guys. Vote in that poll, guys. I want to know everyone's thoughts and feelings on how they rate this window. Do they rate it from 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9, or is it a 10 out of 10 window? Give me your thoughts and feelings, and then at the end, I will discuss mine. Let's smash the like button, guys. Let's get to 10 likes before the 5-minute mark, like we usually do. Right now, we've got 8 votes, and 62% of people say 7 to 9, but we will discuss that soon. Let's have a look at the chat. We got Concierge, big up the Concierge in chat. Good to see you here. Tommy CFC fans is big up. Zakaria baby. Abama who? Abama what? Abama blood clap, young. Did I? Mate, Troops ain't having a good time after Aubameyang joined Chelsea. Hips is in the mud. Hold that. The Rice hipsters are in the mud. I can't believe it. Coming Chelsea. What happened? I thought the manager loved the Rice and all this rubbish. Declan Rice is still a West Ham player, and with Jorginho is our vice captain. Good stuff to see. But we did get a new DM, which we will discuss as well. And Ariza Balaga is still in a Chelsea shirt, despite I thought he was leaving. I thought everyone used to say he was leaving. I was the only one that said now he's staying. He's staying, and he's still here. Reggie's here. Big up to Reggie. Good to see you in the chat. Hope you're well. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on the window ending. So let's bring it up. Guys. So this is the signings we have made this summer. This is the incomings that we have had. Raheem Sterling, 45 million. Kalidou Koulibaly, 32 million. Marc Cucurella, 55 million. Our biggest signing of the window. Wesley Fofana, 69 million. Pierre Aubameyang, Pierre, come out here, 10 million. Zakaria alone, which we're only going to pay them £1 million. Nothing. Chukwuemeka, 20 million. Casadi, 13 million. Selena, 13 million. Hutchinson's free. 10, so I was trying to count it. 10 signings this window. 6 main squad players, and the rest are youngsters / rotational starting players. So this has been, I think, a good window. I think we've gotten a lot of players that we didn't expect we were going to get. I think, honestly, who would have thought we would get any of these players? Coming in the window, I think maybe Koulibaly was the only one we had a kind of thought on. But we were expecting Rafinha, Dembele, Koundé, Tchouameni, Deckers. Like, we were expecting a lot of different players. We got a lot of variety here, and a different kind of variety. Like, we got players that we were not expecting to get, which tells me, that we've really looked at the window. We've really looked at our options, and we've gone for, I assume, the perfect options. Now, look at the first 3 players. The first 3 players we have got have probably been the best in our squad in the last couple of games we played, right? So imagine what these 3 new players can do. We'll get into each of them individually soon, especially the new ones, Aubameyang and Zakaria. But Tommy does say Kepa redemption, 100%. I already said it, made it very clear. The guy just got married as well, or engaged. He got engaged, so he's looking for a redemption. I'm telling you, job Edward, Arsendi, and Kepa starts. We go up to Joy D Boy, who says, I'm at 6 out of 10 window. 6 out of 10 window from Joy, who says, I want everyone to tell me their thoughts and feelings in that poll as well. Todd has done very well for his first window, and we've gotten a lot of dead weight. And again, that's what I agree. I give this window. I won't say I don't want to give my rating, but again, this is a good window because we did get a lot of deadwood out, and we did spend again with all this. It was just under 300 million, but we did make a profit of 50 million. So not profit. We made a income of 50 million from all the outings. Like players like Werner and all of them, man. So we technically spend about 250, just under 250 million, about 240, 230, which again, looking at this window, we just spent under 300 million. The expectation for me is top 4 in the Premier League, right? Because finishing second, finishing third, finishing fourth is no achievement, right? I think it depends on the gap that will show a difference. Now, coming to trophies, I think an FA Cup, Carabao Cup, or Champions League should be we should be in one of them for sure. But again, if we don't get any trophies and we finish top 4, I am still going to back Tuchel. I think we understand Chelsea is a massive, massive club, but we definitely have to understand that we are in a rebuild. And we've got a lot of players, we've got some good players, we've got some, hesitant players or some players the fans didn't want, all this and that. But we've got to give this manager time. We've got to give him a run of seasons and allow him to develop. And I've always said, if we finish 10th this season, I'll still give Tuchel one more season because I want to build a team around him. And, I said the other day that if you're Tuchel out, that's fine. That's your opinion. But do not come out and become Tuchel out every time he has a bad game. Because I didn't hear anyone saying Tuchel out after the Leicester game. I didn't hear any Tuchel out after the Tottenham game. It's only when it suits their agenda is when they are Tuchel out. So I'm Tuchel in. I want to give Tuchel a lot of time to develop a squad because I think he's the best manager to develop a squad. Sarri was that guy for me. Sarri was the guy who was going to come and develop a long term. Unfortunately, Sarri had other plans, and that's fine. We got rid of Sarri. But we've got this new manager here. I think this is, and the other manager came after Sarri's rubbish. Not going to mention his name. But this is a new manager. This is a manager who I give full trust in to build a squad because, again, not going to come out and officially state it, but we look at his signings. Sterling, Koulibaly, Cucurella. They have done very, very well. Sterling scored 3 goals already. Like, people, can you guys really, down that? That an attacker, a winger, has scored 3 goals, right? Our attackers don't score goals, guys. Remember, we've got an attacker who scores. I've always said I was mixed feelings about Raheem Sterling at the beginning. I always wanted Jesus. I didn't really push Jesus. I didn't really push for Sterling. I was like, I didn't mind either or, but I would take Jesus. I'm fine we got Sterling. I'm very happy. And we've got these players who are making a massive impact, and that's what I want to see. Imagine coming with these 3 players, Fofana, Aubameyang, and Zakaria. Imagine how much of an impact they will make. But we'll discuss that soon. My thoughts and prayers go to the Georgie haters. Again, I think, again, the George Junior haters just have, a lot of them have come recently because they've seen that he needs someone there. I've always said Jorginho is not a man who can play in a one-man midfield with, he can't play in a one-man midfield by himself. If it's a double pivot, he can't play by himself. He needs someone next to him. Like people assume, Jorginho can just play with no midfielder next to him. Or he play with 10 men and Jorginho's the only midfielder. It's like he needs people there, and not having Kovacic, not having Kante has progressively dropped his form because he's playing with bums like Gallagher, Loftus-Cheek. What do the fans expect? When you don't have a good midfielder next to him, he's going to flop. Obviously, he's the best midfielder you can put with these players, but he's not this guy anymore. He's aging. He's playing on painkillers. He needs players next to him. So if Kovacic was still fit, Kante was still fit, we can have a discussion. But he's the only fit midfielder, and he's still putting his body on the line. He's still playing game week in and week out, and he's still getting disrespected. But again, I've said it. When Jorginho makes a mistake, the fans are all over him. But when he does something good, they instantly go blind. It's just an agenda. But when his contract at West Ham, will try to cash in next season. He has 7 years left. I hope he can stay at West Ham. But big up to Zubia. I hope Bryce can stay at West Ham. I don't want him anywhere near Chelsea. Yeah, I don't want him. And I don't think the manager wants him. I think there's waffle on, we're going to get him next season. The manager wants him. It's all waffle. The manager, we didn't even look in his direction. We didn't even say one word to him. We didn't even make any formal communications. We didn't speak one word to him. So he's not coming. The manager doesn't want him. And, what happened to backing the manager? So, and again, if we want to rise, we could have paid the money. Remember, they asked for 150 million, right? And we didn't even negotiate. Guys, remember, we didn't even make any contact with him. None. We made more contact with Zakaria on the last day of the transfer window than we did with Rice for the whole season. We didn't say anything to Rice. Top 4, yeah, 100%. It should be a minimum for us. But I will accept if we don't win a trophy this season. I don't want us to. I want us to fight. I want us to push. I want us to win a trophy. But I will understand if we don't. But I expect us to win it anyway. Big up to Hashim. Hashim in the house. Good to see you here, mate. Hope you're well. I think what Todd has done is, in such a short period of time, rivals should fear this man. Ambitions for the club. Marina couldn't get rid of a Deadwood, and he was absolutely cleaned up. Again, Todd Boehly has done a fantastic job. I think people coming Bowie out, it's just shambolic. Like, again, it's just this reactionary fan base. I've said Chelsea have the worst fan base because it's just reactionary. It's just they try to be different, and it just shocks me because he came in June, technically started mid-June, end of June, and had about 2 months to come in and finalize a team. It was and speak to the manager, speak to him about his plans, and get players. Remember, he was the one discussing every trade individually. We didn't have a director of football, and I always said sacking Marina was the best thing he could do, right? And look how that's done for us. We've gotten rid of all that dead wood, all of them. We've got a couple still here, but it's better than nothing. We got rid of the main ones. We got rid of Barkley. We got rid of Christensen. We got rid of Barkley. We got rid of Sarr, Alonso. We could have got rid of Aspie, but the manager wanted to keep him. But he's done a very, very good job. Very good job. Kovacic, Zakaria, Gallagher. Gallagher. Again, I don't know. Gallagher needs to, for me, show more. I would have sold him and brought in Gilmour because we need more 6s than we need more 8s. And we will discuss Gilmour, don't worry. But yeah, let's fly through so we can get into the news. Big up to Chelsea OG. Dead window at the end. Unless them players prove us wrong, we ain't seeing any finals this year. Sadly, is what OG says. Rice is overrated. Anyways, big up to Gloss. Speaking facts. And I can't wait for West Ham this week and Jorginho will be run past Rice. I can't wait. Only bad thing I would say about Todd this transfer window is that he needs to learn multiple tasks when it comes to signing too many players this window. Only words one player at a time, and that comes to the lack of people behind the board. Remember, I'm not too sure about. Does he do the women's as well? I'm not too sure, but I think let's just say he does the men's, right? He's the only guy there. Remember, he didn't build a squad behind him, and I agree that he should have made a team. He should have done this, but if he stopped what he was doing and then made a team behind the scenes, got individuals behind the scenes, and built a team at the office, he'll have no time to do all this work, right? So then it'll delay him even more. Remember, you guys, he already joined late, but imagine what he's done now with all these guys. Every single club would want 9 out of these 10 players, maybe 8. Every single club, let's look at our main 6. Every player wants Sterling. Every player wants Koulibaly. Definitely every player wants Cucurella. Every player wants Fofana. Maybe some Aubameyang. Maybe some Zakaria. But these 4 here, every single club will want them. City wanted Cucurella. Remember, City wanted to keep Sterling. This is a City player, remember? Koulibaly, they were willing to spend 80 million for him last season. Like these are players a lot of teams want, and he's done very, very well in his selection. And again, I want to hear are these the manager players or is this Todd Boehly's players? But I assume this is the managers. Yeah, I would pay 30 mil for Rice, to be honest with you. Be up to you, that as well. I get top four is a thing this year. Now, big up to Rodden. Now it's good enough for Chelsea because Aubameyang Zakaria are in the Chelsea squad. What's important is Chelsea should focus. Sorry, my back is on the next match. 100%. Remember, we're going to take this game by game, and we will discuss West Ham as well. I'm probably going to be doing a longer stream test. So we'll discuss West Ham too, and we'll line up. I backed him for what he did for the Tuchel transfer, but how has Thomas Tuchel not realized there is a hole in the right wing back slash right back role? James won't be able to play every single game. We need a great backup right wing back slash right back. And again, I'm not sure what's going on. Again, no one can sit here and say they know what's going on behind the scenes because we saw that Vardiol was going for 90 million euros, which I said we'll never pay a cent for that. I'm like that's not true. I think maybe put on the table or what, but apparently we made it, right? Apparently we put the bid in. Thankfully, Leipzig rejected. I don't know why. But what I question is, why didn't we use that 90 million for players now? If we got Vardiol this summer and we had to still go right wing back, all that stuff, I would have been very, concerned why we didn't go and fill up these roles. But it always says to me that, people come out and say, oh, it's not FIFA, blah 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 blah. But then I'm not saying you're saying this, Hashim, but I'm saying a lot of people come out and they say that it's not FIFA, it's not this, it's not that. But then they beg for every single position to be fixed in one season, right? Like we mustn't forget, we had to fill the spots in the centre back, we had to fill the spots in the attack, and then our midfield was our last priority because we had to, because Kovacic, Kante, and Jorginho, if all fit, would be fantastic, right? Having Mount, Sterling, and Werner up front, Mount, Havertz, and Werner up front, even if they're all fit, they're still rubbish. And that's the difference. That's why I would have fixed the attack compared to the midfield. That's what Tuchel did. Abin says, poor transfer window. Wow, okay. Or change to... No, I wouldn't change to a 4-3-3. We don't... I would only go to a 4-3-3 if the centre-backs are not fit. Again, Tuchel's philosophy is 3 at the back. Right, he likes to play through the back. He likes to play in high possession games. That's why he likes Jorginho. Right, people don't understand that. People assume that they want to play this different style of football, but the thing is, Tuchel doesn't play this style of football. Right, so we have to accommodate to what Tuchel plays. 3-4-3 is much better because it suits Reece James, it suits Ben Chilwell, it can suit Cucurella, it suits Thiago Silva. Like not just Jorginho, it's just half a team. Like. I wouldn't go to a 4-3-3 because I know Tuchel prefers a 3-4-3, and if he wants to play a 3-4-3, let him play a 3-4-3. But we can see how that goes. The fact that Jorginho and Kante are still here on 1-year contracts discussing sell or don't renew, please, says Charlie. We are in talks with these contracts. The thing is, the worrying thing for me is we are probably going to give Mount a 7-year contract. Like it's just embarrassing, honestly. That's one thing we should be more concerned about. The only reason I say this, Matt, is because in reality we didn't get our number one players. Like Zakaria wasn't first choice, and Amber never be any team's first choice. Again, for strikers, we were only in for Aubameyang. I don't remember any other strikers. Yes, Rafinha, Dembele, not really, but Rafinha, yes, we're highly in for Rafinha, and we can sit here and we can say we took a massive L on Rafinha because he chose Barcelona over us. But yeah, we weren't really in for him. But I would prefer Aubameyang over players, these young strikers, like maybe like Isak and all these, and all these other guys, because they were a risk. I would love to have Isak. Don't get it wrong. I would love to have Isak, but I think Tuchel was looking at a profile of an experienced player. And yeah, Zakaria was a panic buy in my eyes, but we'll discuss it individually. Let me just quickly sort through that. Jamie says if we signed Alvarez, we would have switched to a 4-3-3. Again, Zakaria plays in a 4-3-3. We buy young talents expensive. We sell them out cheap. Great business. Again, we bought these guys for so cheap. Imagine if Gordon was added to 60 million. Like, what a waste. And then again, questions. Why didn't we spend that 60 million on a midfielder? Or again, someone said before, I agree. I think if you told me at the start of the window, and I should say this at the start of the window. I said it at the start of the window that I don't expect us to fill every single position on this pitch. I don't expect us to fix our defense, our mid, and our attack. I expect two. And what we did is we chose our defense and our attack. However, the thing is that we're spending 60 million on Gordon, 90 million on Vardiol, and they get rejected, thankfully. Instead of going and using that money elsewhere, we just stop. And that's one thing I question. And I wonder, why do we stop? Why don't we go use that 60 million, maybe on Alvarez, or 90 million and go buy some attacker or right wing back, Walker Peters or something? Why? Again, that's gonna, yeah. I don't know why Ziyech is still at the club. I think Ajax pulled out of the deal because they bought some other winger, so they didn't really need him, and now he's stuck here. Aubameyang, no, I wouldn't put Aubameyang for West Ham. I'll put Fofana though. Zakaria is like Kante, not a lone DM. We haven't saw any issues there other than depth. Yeah, I think he's more of a depth player, pretty much. Like, I wouldn't trust him to play by himself like next to Kovacic right now. Like, definitely not West Ham. Maybe 2 weeks, maybe just after the Champions League game or something, but definitely there. No cars would bother like with a player like that with a broken jaw. He would be desperate, and it's pure panic. I don't think it's panic buy because we were offer for Aubameyang for quite a while, and I trust Aubameyang more than anything is because Tuchel's played with this guy. Tuchel knows how to use this guy because again, Aubameyang had his best season back at Dortmund. I understand that was 10 years ago, or however long that was, right? But again, I've said I'm not expecting Aubameyang to come in and score 30 goals, 35. I said 12 to 17 in the Premier League. That's it. That's all you need to do for me, right? It's nothing. It's nothing hard. But let's go through the news, guys. Let's go through the news. I want everyone smashing that like button right now, guys. Right now. Let's get into the outings first. I want to discuss the outings before we get because yeah, we've got a lot of news to discuss, guys. A lot of news. Um, Billy Gilmour. Chelsea have almost completed 2 outgoings, which is this is done. Billy Gilmour to Brighton on a permanent deal. Wow. I said this last stream. I said this was a Tuchel decision. Tuchel could either keep the kid or he could sell him. And I said I do not mind what Tuchel does. I don't have. If Tuchel rang me and goes, Matt, what would you want to do with Billy Gilmour? I'll say Tuchel, I would keep him. If you're not gonna keep him, sell him with a buyback clause. And I'm not too sure if we've got it for a buyback clause. Let me double check. But Tuchel decided to sell him. And I understand the reason why I think Tuchel decided to sell him is I don't think Tuchel likes the profile of Billy Gilmour, of his height and of his, weight and all that stuff. How much did we even get him? How much did we get him for? Guys, run the likes up. But Gilmour to Brighton as a player, it's fantastic for him. It's good for him. He's going to get game time. That's all. That's always what he's wanted. But what's the price? 9 million. 9 million. This is where it gets hefty. 9 million for Gilmour. Wow. I said it. I don't mind what Tuchel did with him, but my opinion would have been to keep him. That's simple. Like, it's great he's gone. It's great he has some game time. It's great for his career. But this is a player that if we didn't get Zakaria, we could have really needed heavily. And I do not understand why he was never in the squad in the first place. I think there was something happening behind the scenes that we don't know of. 100%. And I think we'll hear it one day. We'll definitely hear something one day. Because why was he never in the squad playing in a position where he was needed? Because Gallagher cannot play in double pivot. Gilmour can. And I'm more questioned than upset. I'm more questioned. Like if Tuchel rang me right now, I wouldn't start yelling at Tuchel. Like Tuchel, what's the reason for this? Like, what's the explanation? What's been happening? Because we don't know. And my theory is something's happening behind the scenes. So, yeah. But then for 9 million, that's yeah. Not even to comment on that price. And then Ampadu to Spezia on loan, no buy option. Again, a basic loan for Ampadu. Honestly speaking, there is no point sending him to another Italian club because he came from Venezia where he did very well, and now he's just going back to the um to the league. Send him to a Newcastle. Send him to a Premier League club or something because there's no point. And where are these guys in the table? Like, are they going to get like dipped to Serie two? Oh, they're just the new club that got promoted. Oh my god, so they'll probably just get dropped back down. Wait, are they new? Oh, no, I don't watch Serie A anymore. Oh no, they're not. No, they're not. They're not new. Not new. Sorry, my bad. But I wouldn't send him to the same league where he's already been in this league. He did well, and he came back and showed nothing. There's no point in keeping him. Sorry, no point in selling him or loaning him to an Italian club. Send him to the Premier League. Send him to a Brighton. Send him to a Newcastle. Send him to a Nottingham Forest. Like, I don't understand this, but it's fine. Whatever. Um, Big up to Gaman. Big up to Matt Morning giving man 9 million. Yep, 9 million for Gilmour. There is no buyback clause on him. Worrying. Height, Billy, definitely an inch taller than Kante. Physique is an excuse. Peter Crouch. Again, Peter Crouch was too tall. Billy Gilmour was too short. And the thing is, Kante is a world-class footballer. Billy Gilmour is not a world-class footballer. That's the difference. Right? So an exception to the rule does not intendally make the rule. Right? I know Billy Gilmour, I'm just looking at his age. He's 21. He's just turned 21. He's still young. He still has time. But I understand that Gilmour was something that Tuchel didn't like. And I think it's because of his height. Now, you're going to sit here and you're going to say, but Kante was short. But Kante's a world-class footballer. Billy Gilmour, we're not sure if he's going to be world-class. And that's why Tuchel took the risk. De Bruyne vibes, bet the guy will be class in a couple of years. And yeah, again, I've always said, the thing with De Bruyne is that if he stayed at Chelsea, De Bruyne will be a flop. I mean, even though he only played 2-3 games for us. Same with Salah. Like, the reason that they left is for the better of their career. So Gilmour leaving, yeah, he could do well. He could do very well, and that's great for him. I hope he can become the next De Bruyne for his career. And I'm not going to sit here and I'm going to say we shouldn't have sold him. We shouldn't have done this because if he stayed, he might not got the same opportunity. Right, so it's all about the opportunity. And at Brighton, he's going to have a much better opportunity than having it at Chelsea. The guy had a great physique. What did he do? Yeah, and that's why he sold him. Like, again, this is for the midfield where attack. I understand the physique's good, the physique's bad, but you need a physique for the defense. And I've always criticized Jorginho on that he hasn't had the ideal physique. He's got a decent height, but he's not the biggest guy. And that's why I think Tuchel went for Zakaria last minute. For Carney will play more than expected because of injury. Hopefully, I would love to see more Carney. Tuchel has lost the dressing room. He's getting rid of players he don't like. I think but the thing is, he's always also playing the players he likes. I mean, we don't know what's happening in the dressing room. That comes down to some captaincy, but we don't have a proper captain. We kept the guy, and the guy's doing nothing. Loan would have been Sands or selling him with a buyback clause for 4 years, where we can buy back him or something. But it just doesn't make sense to me. But I as I said, if Tuchel rang me and go, Matt, what do you want to do with Billy Gilmour? I'll say, Tuchel, I would keep him, but if you want to get rid of him, that's fine, but put a buyback clause. Just to play it safe. Because remember this, we sold him for 9 million with no buyback clause. Like, come on. That's just bad business there. That's what I'm going to criticize a bit on. Marcus is Batshuayi, only Deadwood left, but there's hope. Fenerbahce close, signing window still open in Turkey. Chelsea ready to go. Top 4 easily up the charts. Big up to Michael. Yeah, and there is. I'll win the Batshuayi news up now. Where's my Batshuayi news? So this is Nottingham Forest. It was called off last minute. And yes, the Turkey league is still open. So he can still go to Turkey, which, go send him there for I don't care about Batshuayi. He's rubbish. But Crouch was very thin. Yeah, exactly. Like, again, he was too tall and thin. You're comparing too tall to too small. Because when we haven't seen him play, exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. We cannot call Billy Gilmour okay. What I said Kante. Tuchel likes Kante, right? Because he's a world class footballer, right? He uses him because he's a world class footballer. I personally think Tuchel likes his height. right? But Kante is an exception to the rule, and he's a world-class footballer. Billy Gilmour is not a world-class footballer, and that's what I'm proposing that I think Tuchel sold him because he just didn't like his physique. That's what I'm saying. That's what I think. To be honest, I think Billy, Gallagher, Loftus, Mount, Ziyech, Pulisic are good, not great, just good. We need the best, so not really bothering about Billy leaving. Wish him the best. I think me either. I'm not frustrated. I'm not really upset. I'm more frustrated that we didn't get a lot of money for him, nor did we get a buyback clause. Actually, I'm not even upset about the money, really. I'm upset that we maybe didn't get a buyback clause because I really thought this guy should have had a chance at Chelsea. Because if you're getting bums like Gallagher and Loftus Cheek 16 fucking games, he deserves a shot as well, right? And it's the same thing that Tuchel he just puts the wrong players on. He just puts on Loftus Cheek, he puts on Gallagher, puts on Mount, puts on Havertz. When we've got players like Pulisic, Broja, Carney, and Mendy as well, and we've got Kepa on the bench. We've got these players on the bench who deserves a shot, who have been very professional to deserve a shot, but instead of fixing the problem, he just keeps the problem and it keeps going down and down. Someone was saying that there's no point in subbing on Pulisic because he hasn't shown anything. But what has Mount done to deserve that he starts? If you keep starting Mount, he's just going to keep dropping. Okay, Mount's already at the bottom for me. Mount's dusted. He's finished. And Tuchel is not taking these risks in subbing these players. And I think it's favoritism. I think if Tuchel takes off Havertz, he takes off Mount, there's going to be a backlash from the fan base because Poster Boy is somehow bigger than the club at Stamford Bridge. And if he gets backlash from the fans, Todd Boehly will not like that because it'll ruin his reputation because he's just joined. Right? So I really, really think that the fans are the reason why Mason Mount is still on his pitch. Give him the poster, if he not criticizing when he has a bad game, he's invincible. No player is bigger than the club. But unfortunately, Chelsea fans think Mason Mount is bigger than this club. That's why he's not off this pitch. Will Broja benefit from it? Be up to Dave, because that's a great question. And I said this yesterday, where unfortunately, under Tuchel, regime, Broja will decline from this. I want because here's our ice here. I see Aubameyang as our first striker, and unfortunately, Havertz will be our second. Broja will be the third. I hope Havertz can be kicked out of that striker position and play somewhere else. I don't care where he plays. So Broja can be the secondary striker because Broja deserves to be a secondary striker rather than Havertz. Broja's played 60 minutes this season and he's shown more than what Havertz has done in his 400 minutes this whole season. Broja deserves to be a secondary striker, not Havertz. But I don't see Tuchel changing that hierarchy. Loftus-Cheek should have moved on months ago. Again, there's no point in Loftus-Cheek staying. I've said it. Like, he doesn't fit the system. He can try to fit the system, but he's not gonna do well. You might have one good game here, but then you have 4 horrible games. I've said it. For Gallagher, Loftus-Cheek, for the sake of their Ziyech, for the sake of their career, just leave. Go to a club that's. I really hope Loftus-Cheek can go back to Sarri and in Italy. He'll bang it out there. He'll kill it there. Gallagher, go back to Palace, kill it there. Ziyech, go back to Ajax, kill it there. Go back to where the system suits you, and you will thrive because we play in a system where it's very hard for us. So it's very hard for the players to suit it. You've got to be a specific type of player. If you're an 8, there's no point in being in this club because we don't play with 8s. Gallagher's an 8, Loftus-Cheek's an 8, Mount's an 8. We don't play with 8s. Yeah, it's a bit bad. Simple Matt, you don't play well, ride the bench and fight. Exactly, and I think Aubameyang could actually give more fight to Havertz. And I'm actually looking forward to how Aubameyang can maybe... Because Aubameyang, for me, obviously starts way over Havertz. That means Havertz drops to the bench, right? And hopefully that wakes him up. Hopefully that wakes Kai Havertz up and Kai goes, shit, I'm on the bench now. I don't get my lucky charms. I don't get to get off. I have to work harder. And I hope that pushes him to get better. So my your logic on Mount and the other players has to apply to Pulisic and other players you mentioned as well. None of them are good enough with Connor. Too early to judge. Again, if you're talking about him getting rattled, again, Pulisic has been on the bench for 6 games and no fans are really criticizing on that much. we're criticizing on the point that he doesn't deserve to be on the bench. See, my logic with this is Mount does not deserve to be on the pitch whatsoever. Does not deserve to be on that pitch. However, if Tuchel drops him, he's going to get backlash from the players, from the fans at that stadium, right? People online are coming and saying Pulisic deserves to start because you've got bums like Mount on that pitch still, right? But Mount fans are so deluded that they see nothing wrong with Mount, right? That's the two difference, right? So you see the Pulisic side, the Americans, they're angry because they've got a bum like Mount up front, and they think Pulisic deserves a shot. The Mount stands are on this side so delusional that they hype up Mount every single second, and once he gets dropped, all hell goes to the manager. Why are you dropping him? Tuchel out, this and that. You'll see if Mount ever gets dropped, Tuchel would suffer the consequences from it, from the fans. Havertz should play behind the striker, not as a striker. Yeah, play him there. Big up to Liam, big up to you, mate. Good to see you. Mount is Ghost. Yeah, mate. Mickey Mount the Ghost. That's what I call him. Mickey Mount the Ghost. Agreed, we don't play with 8, so these players mentioned are wasting their potential. Exactly, Gloss. And, I've said it. If they want to play in the system, fine. Play in the system that doesn't suit you, you'll flop. Right? But if you want to progress your football career, go to a system that suits you. Imagine Havertz benches Aubameyang. I'm not gonna bother watching the football then. It's just that will then make me start to be more Tuchel out. I'm sorry, but you can't double stand when a player like Pulisic has proven he struggles. But again, which games Pulisic has proven? I'm not. So which are you? So proven struggles. So he has players. So which are you? Are you saying? What? And so I meant here when he has played games still struggle. So, but you can't have double standards when players like Pulisic have proven he struggles in the games. He has players. So which are you? I'm not sure about the last problem, but again, if you're talking about which side, I'm on either side. I don't care what happens to any of these guys. I like Pulisic, Mount. But again, when has Pulisic got 16 games to prove himself? When has he had a run of games? He hasn't. Mount's played the last 4 games. Mount played the second half of last season, right? Mount played. How many games did Mount play last season? How many games did Mason Mount play last season? Let me check. Let me compare it because Mason Mount played 3 times more games than Pulisic did. And Mason Mount does not deserve to be on this pitch. He's played 5 games this season, Mason Mount. He does not deserve to be on this pitch. He's played on the starting 11 every single time. He has not deserved to be on this pitch. So, Pulisic, who has not started this season, and you're saying to me that, but he struggles when he plays. How can he cheeky and tell me he struggles when he plays when he doesn't have a start? Last game, he was right wing back, right? And I've said it. Hudson-Odoi I give praise Hudson-Odoi, claps to Hudson-Odoi, because the manager forces you in a position that you don't want to play. The best thing to do is leave, and he did that. Good on him. But we cannot judge him for playing as a right wing back. I've always said you cannot put wingers in a wing back position, right? Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi, proven, case closed, right? Pulisic played right wing back last game. And that just forces his anger on why he wants to just leave this club. And I don't blame him on why he wants to leave. He's been highly disrespected. So I've said it. When you have bums like Mason Mount on this pitch, not proving one single game that he deserves to be on this pitch, you're going to get angry. He played 32 games last season, Mason Mount. 32 games in the Premier League. 53 games in total. Barely deserved to be in any of the games. And that's where I have a bit of, acknowledgement to Pulisic, where he needs to get the same amount of games as Mount does. Put Pulisic on for the next 5 games. Let's see how he does that. With Aubameyang as well, guys. He's played with Aubameyang. Let's not forget that, guys. Yeah, no one was, telling me, let's get Aubameyang because Pulisic just played with him. No, but let's get Declan Rice because Mason Mount and Declan Rice are best friends. That's what I heard. Instead of getting an actual player who's played with one of our own, Pulisic has played very well with Aubameyang. No one was saying that. However, fans were coming out and saying that they want Dickers because he's best friends with Mason Mount. That's the difference of the Chelsea fan base. That they're not logically there. Exactly. Let's give him a chance. I've said it. We need to give these players a chance. We need to give these players a run of games when it comes. Because here's the thing: these fans like to pick and choose who they want to, give a chance to. These fans, they say, yeah, Broja, deserves a chance. I go, yeah, I agree. They say Pulisic deserves a chance. I go, yeah, I agree. Oh, but Kevin doesn't deserve a chance. I'm like, what? I mean, doesn't make sense to me. Because Pulisic, again, I can see and say Broja has not proved himself to be a starting striker for Chelsea. I'll say that right now. But he deserves to be over this absolute bum that we have on the pitch right now. Same consistency with Mendy. Kevin's not a better keeper than Mendy, but he deserves to be on this pitch because this bumming goals is rubbish. It's because of favourites. It's favourites. Fans barely talk about Mount and how useless he is on internet. Fans barely talk about Mount and how useless he is this season on internet. Fans back him crazy. And I said that. I mean, I don't know what we're hearing from this, but fans defend him with all their heart. I said that before. I said that 5 minutes ago. I said Mason Mount does not get any backlash from any fans who rep him. That's what I meant to say. I don't know if I said that. Obviously, you're the honest fans who give him the criticism. Well, these Mount stands, these Mount cocksuckers, they don't give him any criticism. For the game, Bullshit does play forward and still does nothing. I understand Mount, he should be dropped. I'm just saying both players aren't good enough. Again, we're in a new season. I think Pulisic had a decent run last season. Because remember, he had the most goals / assists per 90 minutes in the whole team. Right? And I don't think Pulisic is this star either. But again, when you've got bums like Mason Mount on this pitch, you got to sub him off. And exactly, and he deserves to play in his actual position. Mount gets to play in his position. Harris gets to play in his somewhat of a position. Come on. Again, guys, Mount played as an 8 last game. Apparently his natural position. That was the worst game he's played this whole season, and he played in his natural 8 position. Come on, guys. It's just Mount is not good enough. Because Mount got the minerals. Let's have it right. What a flop, man. Next one. Let's talk about our new boy, Zakaria. It's hypocrisy. Yeah, it is. On which point? Wait. I'm not sure what point. Is that how because Mount played as an 8? Mount played as an 8, his natural position, and he still flopped. Like, I can't tell you. His natural position, and he still deserves to be on this pitch. Anyway, we're going to do the lineup soon for West Ham, so stay tuned for that. Guys, we got 51 people in here. Let's smash these like buttons right now, guys. Come on. Guys, 22 likes with 51 people in here, guys. Are you serious right now, bro?
Bro, are you serious right now, bro?
Unbelievable. Let's get into our new boy. Mount was a left mid, not an 8. No, he wasn't 8. We played a 4-3-3, a 4-2-2-2. And he played central. I'll show you. Guys, let's run these lights up before we get into the next section, guys. Just run the lights up. Come on. Run. So we played a 4-2-2-2. Right. And Mount and Ziyech were in the middle. But Ziyech was the one pushing up to the right, which then made Sterling the striker Havertz the left wing. So Mount was pretty much playing as an 8 the whole game. So, but you talk about fans that have favorites. I feel that is with Pulisic. I don't even like Pulisic. I don't like. I don't rate Pulisic highly than anyone else. I see Pulisic as an average player for us. The system is there. It's rubbish. It's horrible. Both of them have awful games last season when they did play. Is this Pulisic? But the thing is, Joy, if Mount and Pulisic both had bad games, doesn't Pulisic deserve to have a shot still? Remember, he's wearing the same badge. We spent 65 million on this kid. If he's in this team, he needs to start. And wouldn't you rather start him because Aubameyang's here? I would. I would start Sterling, Aubameyang, Pulisic. Why? Because Pulisic has played with Aubameyang. If Declan Rice was here, you lot would be saying Mount should be starting every single game because they're best friends. Like it's just double standards. I would start Pulisic even more now because Aubameyang's here, and they played very well together. They had a great link up at Dortmund, great link up, and I want to see that at Chelsea. They played more games than Deckers and Mason Mount did in professional games. Like it's really really just double standards here because he has the American flag next to him. That's why. Because he straight away walked in the tunnel. He has every right to one. Again, Havertz did that as well. No one coming for Havertz. Again, I understand his frustration. Now, I'm not going to sit and say that was right, nor was that right for Havertz. It's not right, but I understand. I understand. Because, you know, when he's playing this team, and I said when you got bums like Mason Mount, and why was Ziyech? Because you guys know I like Ziyech, but why was Ziyech on this pitch? Ziyech does not deserve to be starting, guys. I'm sorry. But when you got Ziyech, when you got bums like Mickey Mason Mount and James Charles in our team, right? Of course you're going to be upset. I'll be frustrated. And then the manager puts you at right wing back. As a player, I would be frustrated. 100%. Now, I said I don't have any, acknowledgement for him walking out the pit. He should not have walked out the pit. He should have said thanks to the fans, blah, blah, blah. But I understand his frustration. The players in the 11 and subs ain't good enough. I mean, yeah, I love the 11, but again, I would rather give opportunities to these other players rather than having the same bums. Like if you're having the same bums every week in, week out, wouldn't you rather take the risk of subbing someone off? What? I'm telling you, Tuchel knows Pulisic. Exactly. He doesn't like him though. He doesn't like him. Yeah. I don't think. I don't know. Pulisic has been known for Tuchel for a long time, and I don't know what it is with them. I don't. Maybe he doesn't like him. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see what he does this. Big up to Zibia. Best friends. I know like they're best. I'm telling you guys. No, not one person has came out and said that they would start Pulisic because he's played with Aubameyang. No one said that. But fans would come out and they would say Mason Mount should be playing every single game if Declan Rice was on this pitch because they're best friends. It's absolutely ridiculous. We got Aubameyang screwed us and helped us. Be up to you, Gopul. Sure, mate. Don't you rate English players double standards? Again, I remember people come out Kai for this yesterday, and it's because I don't like Mason Mount. I don't even dislike Mason Mount. I just think he's generational player. Like this is what I expect from a bang average player. I like English players. Like I like Reece James, Ben Chilwell. I like those players. It's just when it comes to the players that I criticize, I don't like English players. I don't like Mickey Mason Mount because the fans led him to an expectation that he would never achieve, and I've always said he's a bang average footballer. He's a bang average footballer. He'll never get to the likes of Frank Lampard, never get to the likes of Hazard. The closest we'll ever get to is Willian. English Willian. English Sissoko, as Kai calls him. Now with these players, it should complain, I'm going to start to lose it. Says Gopul isn't blaming every player, but not English players. Another double standards. Again, I'll be honest, I've been called racist but because I criticize Edouard Mendy. That just sums up this fan base, right? I don't look at the flag next to their name. I don't look at their name. I look at their player. And I look at how they play and I dictate from there. I don't look at the skin color. I don't look at their flag next to the name. I don't look at their name. I look at how they play and I dictate from how they play. Simple. It's just when I criticize Matt, apparently I don't like English players. Or if I criticize Mendy, I'm racist. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, I'm hoping he doesn't come into that. Never mind, Kai. I like your view, Matt. Never mind, Kai. I like your view, not this guy. I like Kai. Kai's a funny guy. Kai says the funniest jokes. Now give enough games to become good. If that's something good from. And one thing Nathaniel said, I don't remember if you guys know Nathaniel, and I'm going to quote this because but I remember because he said this, and everyone was laughing at him. And he said, Mason Mount has reached his expectation. And I said, Nathaniel, I hope you're not right, but I think I'm with you. And I stand by that statement. Mason Mount has reached his level. He's been playing for 3 seasons, guys. 3 seasons. Where's his generational talent? I said I give him props from playing in a position that doesn't suit him. However, I take that back now. Because he played as an 8 and he still flopped. Like Yeah, again, our fan base has changed, and to where you got player and you got fans just having agendas, like Agenda FC. Like you guys think again, people will go deaf when I said this 5 minutes ago. I said Aubameyang. I hope Aubameyang gets the best out of Havertz. People don't hear that. People don't hear that. I want all these players. I want every single player in that squad to do well. I want Gallagher to thrive. I want Mason Mount to hold the Ballon d'Or in a couple of years. That's what I want. But I'm not. This is not a fairy tale Disneyland. I'm saying the truth, and that's what I think. I want all these players to do well. I want all of them to shine. However, not all of them are going to shine, and you gotta be the criticism has to happen because not all players are going to succeed. You have to be criticized. You have to criticize where you think is right, and I'll criticize Mount when I'll criticize every player when they flop. You guys know, like Jorginho. I'll criticize him when he flops. I said Zakaria is the best thing to happen that helps Jorginho. It's the best thing. Criticism for football is not racially motivated. It is directed towards the player they are. Exactly. No one looks at me. I don't know about a lot of these other Chelsea fans, but me, I don't look at the flag. I don't look at the name. I don't look at the skin color. I look at how they're playing that pitch and dictate from there. That's it. But let's discuss this guy. So Zakaria, right? 25, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Now I remember one of you guys in the chat told me about this guy a couple months ago. From Borussia Mönchengladbach. And I was like, I don't know. I've never heard of this guy. Like, here we go. And then we'll link to him yesterday. I was like, oh, I've heard this name before. You guys have been telling me about him. Now I haven't watched him. I've seen what people have said about him. But my thoughts on him, I watched a little bit of, I watched a couple of highlights here and there. And I've always said you can't dictate how the player plays from highlights, but you can look at the representatives of the highlights. And what I found from the highlights is that he's got some good aggression. He's got that proper CDM in him, right? He's a proper, and we didn't get him. We got him on a loan, guys. He's tall. He's big. He's got that physique. I'm telling you, Tuchel loves this physique guy. That's why he gets this guy. Physique, he loves him. For the physique, the height, the aggression. He had great interception, great tackles. I think he's pretty much what Jorginho doesn't have. This guy has in terms of he can tackle. He can go in 1v1s and he can track back, right? So, Juventus fans, I want to bring this video up. I want to bring this video up because I said yesterday, I was talking to a couple of fans. I'm like, I don't know. A lot of fans have been saying this guy's done bad. I'm like, what? Has anyone watched him? But this is what one Juventus fan said, and I'm gonna take any Juventus fan opinion over any of our fans' opinion because our fan opinions are Gender FC, and none of them, any of these players have watched this guy play. But let me bring up this video because I want to show you guys this video. What this Juventus fan had to say. It was actually a great analysis, and I want to show it to you guys. So let's bring it up.
Chelsea. Now, next we've got to talk about Zakaria to Chelsea. Season-long loan with options above 35 million, which is obviously more than we bought him for. Unlike Artur, Zakaria is actually a good player and a player that I would have wanted to see more at Juventus. He only had 6 months. He didn't get an opportunity. He deserves better, but Allegri clearly didn't want him. He clearly wasn't in his plan, so it is what it is. I'm sure Nedved agreed to this deal, signed the deal of whatever on his night out when he was drunk with about 4 things around him. Probably wasn't thinking. He picked up the phone. Todd Boehly, whatever the hell the Chelsea owners called him up. Was like, yeah, we want Zakaria on a loan deal. He probably thought, they said, he thought it was like the manager of the bar asking him if he wants more champagne. And he was like, yes, and just agreed to it. Because this deal makes no sense whatsoever.
So that was the Juventus fans' thought on it. So sharing that. I think it was good analysis because I think it sums up that this guy did not get enough time. And he said, he's been there for 6 months. Allegri didn't like him, and he just wasn't used properly. And that gives me some hope because he said he sees a lot of talent, and I can relate this. I think we can compare this to someone like Ziyech, where you've got a player who has some great talent who just didn't work in the system or didn't work under the manager. Right? That's how I compare it to. So I'm very optimistic for this signing. I want this guy to definitely do very well. I want us to end up buying this guy because I want us to not have to panic next season and go for another midfielder. I want us to buy this guy next season because it makes him do well this season. I can't. Let me start again. I hope this guy does very well this season so we can end up buying him because the buyback or the thing was 24 million. So it's quite cheap. And that means we don't have to panic for another CDM. And we've got some guy who's done well for us for a whole season. So I hope this guy does well because this guy, as a Juventus fan said, has some great talent. He just didn't work under Allegri's plan. And Allegri's that player. Allegri is not shy away to say he has favourites. So this guy has 100% his favourites. And who are they even playing there? Because they got rid of Artur. They had Benteke, Locatelli, I think. They got Locatelli, I think. But yeah, Locatelli, Rabiot, and some new youngster. So they're starting a youngster over this Zakaria guy. But I think it's great. I think it's a great signing. Honestly, I think people. Okay, if you've watched the player, you can have your own opinion. But I think looking at the price, looking at how late we went in for it, I'm gonna say I think it's a panic buy. However, the panic, I think, done well. I've always said if Saul got a number of games, he got a number of time, I could have seen him done very decent for us. Because I remember he played some games in Southampton, he played a couple games against Villa. I think Tottenham he played as well. And he did quite well against his teams. It's just that he didn't have a consistent run in games. So I'm hoping this Zakaria guy will get some consistent games, consistent time. And we don't use him as a cup guy. We use him and we play him in these games, like against, if we're playing an Arsenal, West Ham or Leicester, play him in these big games, not just these cup games, because this is how we get the best of players, consistently playing them. So I'm excited to see how this player does. I'm excited to see how Tuchel uses him. I think it's a great signing in terms of the price, in terms of the players, physicality, ability, and how the Juventus fans hype him. As I said, I would compare this to someone like maybe Ziyech or someone or Hudson-Odoi, where they've maybe got some great talent, they've got some great, unhidden talents, they've got some great innovative talents. It's just that they didn't fit the system or the manager didn't like them. So let's see how Tuchel uses them, because give me your thoughts and feelings on him. Is he the DM? Yeah, so he is a proper CDM. Like he's a CDM for us. And if we play double pivot, so he'll be playing next to the cover. And I think this guy will do very well. I think this guy would replace Jorginho very well. I think it's the best replacement we can get for Jorginho. He's got that great height, so that great physique, and he's cheap, guys. Remember, he's very cheap. Like we didn't have to go and spend an arm and a leg for him, unlike fucking Declan Rice. All right, so let's see how we can do this season with him. Zakaria. And if he does well, and then Jorginho does well as a rotational player, that means we don't need to go for a DM next summer, and we can go for another and fill up other positions. So it works out in our favor quite well, because it helps Jorginho and it helps this guy progress. But yeah, he is an essential defensive midfielder, proper DM. And when did they sign him from? Watching Gladbach. So they signed him in January this year. They signed him, which is crazy. So he only was there for 6 months. Shocking. So hopefully he can get a great opportunity under us. One of Zakaria's talents is that he can be also a deep line CDM and dictate the play. Yeah, exactly. He's someone who can, again, he is a different style of Jorginho. He's more of a DM. We know Jorginho has a style of play, and it works. Jorginho has a different style of play, which works. This guy's got that traditional CDM role where he can tackle, he's an aggression, he can play the ball far wide, he can play deep line CDM and dictate the play, as you said. Like, he's got all of it in him. Working along with Kante. Yeah, and that's the one thing. I heard he has an injury record. Let me get up. Let's show you the injury record, guys. Let's bring it up. Because I did hear that he had a bad injury record, and I was kind of concerned. Because again, remember, what's his name? Liverpool got Artur as well, another player which a very high injury record as well. But it kind of questions me why we're going for high injury prone player when we already got cover, we've already got all these other guys there. All right, yeah. So this is a very look at a knee injury. He missed nearly a year. Wow. And then he slowly and then he tear in the abductor muscle a month, and then he got injured in May. Thigh problem. Yeah, so he has that injury record in him. I'm hoping he can kind of have a relapse and kind of hopefully not get injured again. I mean, I don't know what else to say. He's got that injury prone him. Yeah, like he nearly missed a year of football here. And that was in March. Went to November. Played a bit. Feb. Played a couple months. Missed 14 days. Well, that's the virus. Then to get fit again. So he nearly missed a month because of the virus. Then he got it again. Oh my god. It was strained. So I think a lot of this, again, you maybe we take away the this. I'm not gonna say the word or we'll get cancelled. Or YouTube will come and strike us. But I think take away this, it's not the worst. It's just his knee injury is kind of concerning. And even before that, he had another muscle injury, torn muscle fiber, medical, this, whatever it is. Wow, he does have quite a bad injury record, to be honest with you. Zakaria Saul 2.0, let's not hope so. Box to box, not a CDM if you see his highlights. We're going to watch him play. I'm going to watch a game or something of him because, yeah, I don't know how he plays. I'll be up to Jeff. This is what Zach has, that our mid don't is shooting from the outside of the box. He can always push the ball forward. He's aggressive. Also with Kante stamina and mobility. Yeah, let's hope he can do all that. I mean, I want Tuchel. If we brought this guy, I want Tuchel to use this guy consistently. If Jorginho's not fit, use this guy. Not try to, Gallagher. Blah, 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 blah. No. We sign the guy. You fucking use him when it's needed. Okay? Simple. Zakaria is injury prone. Zakaria is not injury prone. So we've got two different sides of the story here. Fofana has a huge, again, the same thing. Yeah, Fofana broke his knee for a year as well. So I'll be honest. I say this is a concern, but again, we did sign Fofana as well, and we did sign Aubameyang who has a broken jaw. With him always on the movement, his tackles around, he will always have injuries, unfortunately. But there's injuries. He's been injured. Yeah, I think he's been injury free for a couple months. And again, like he had a tear in the up. How do you even get this? Oh, it says how do you even get this? Oh, rotate your arm or leg to the side of the body. Is it in his leg? What does it say? Abductor. Huh. Yeah. So Tuchel complains about proceeds to buy more injured players. Gets ready for I mean, let's not hope they get injured. Emmanuel says when you play to that CDM role, you're going to be injury prone. Yeah, because you had that lot of running, in you for sure. Kim Don Un Fellaini is killing in the China League. Maybe Fellaini. What's happened? Let's search up Fellaini. I want to know what happened down. Let's see what's happened with Fellaini, bro. I haven't heard the name in a while. How is he? He's 34 now. Wow. That's an iconic picture. Oh my days. Wow. I miss the Fellaini days. FIFA 14. J5 never gets injured because he never tackled. I mean, J5, he was playing on painkillers last season, so. As soon as injury record, he only missed 2.5 weeks because of COVID. Skriniar. Again, Skriniar wasn't really an option, though. That's the thing. Skriniar wasn't really an option because they wanted like 90 million for like, one season left. Like, we were complaining about this Vardiol guy. Like, I wouldn't go for Skriniar if his thing was fucking 90 million when you had 1 year left. It's Skriniar. Doesn't even say any injuries. It's just blank. Where is it? Skriniar injury. Fellaini, that hairstyle. He's scoring goals all over the place. He knows how to tackle in that hairstyle. Great player. Yeah, let's bring him to Chelsea. Yeah, sure. Be able to Uten, be able to guys. Let's just smash his like buttons as well. Oh, he had a muscle injury. Just recently. But yeah, just quarantine, corona, nothing special there. He didn't miss any games here either. But yeah, again, Skriniar was a bit. was not realistic because of the price. Todd did his part and backed TT. Now TT won't have excuses. He's got 6 senior team players and it's time to deliver. So far, we've been under par. I agree. I think Tuchel has to deliver with his players. And we mustn't forget, guys, Tuchel has delivered with his recent players with Cucurella, Koulibaly, and Sterling. They've been the best. They've been the best players on our pitch recently. So I think these signings will do great as well. That's why I'm really highly optimistic because Tuchel's players, as everyone's been saying, have done very well. Like, no excuse there. The CCP would be proud of him. And would you be proud of him being the North Korean leader? But let's get into the next piece of news, guys. Let's go to the next piece of news. So we've got, finally, Marcos Alonso has officially left Chelsea Football Club, has gone to Barcelona on a permanent deal. We did use this in the Aubameyang deal. We used Aubameyang to get the price. We used it to get the price cheaper. So it's finally, it's great to get rid of him. Great to get rid of him. That time. I want everyone's thoughts and feelings. He's finally gone. It's been here since the Conte era, pretty much. So yeah, it's good that he's going. Aubameyang has officially joined, guys. Obviously, we already know this, guys. Aubameyang has joined Chelsea. I think it's a good signing. I think it's a player that not a lot of us wanted. It was more that we needed him, and I think it's good. I think it can work out quite well. As I said, we've got players surrounding him who've done very well recently. So let's definitely get this guy in. Like, he's in. He's here. Fantastic. Let's use him. So let's go to this picture here. I'll bring this picture up now. 6 senior players today we have signed. Watch the footy bone jump online. Let me up to Ali. I'll be here for a couple more. I'll be here for half an hour. We're gonna do West Ham preview now as well. My Barca friends asked me, "Is Alonso that bad, or do you think he can still be useful in the league? Where do you need to be more technical? We need to be more technical than physical." I think Alonso wouldn't do that bad in Serie A. I mean, La Liga. I think it's great. He's going to Barcelona. He's getting a nice holiday. He's getting a nice tan on and all that stuff. So congratulations to Alonso going to Barcelona. I think he'll do okay. I don't think he'll do bad, but I don't think he'll do good. He's there for that paycheck. He's here for that holiday. Props to him. Zakaria. I'm not happy for Marcos Alonso. This is Orton. Kepa made the guy, and yeah, guys. I mean, I thought everyone was saying Kepa was leaving. Everyone was saying Kepa was not here to stay, and I was like, nah, he's staying. Remember, guys, I told you he FaceTimed me and he told me he was staying. None of you guys believe me, and he's here. He's here to stay, and he's starting this next West Ham game for sure. But using these 6 players, guys, I think this payment of we paid about 240 or 230 for these players, just over 200, I think. 80, just over 200, because remember we had the youngsters as well. So coming with these players, it's something that definitely Tuchel needs to bring. He needs to bring a progressive team. And I've said this before, these 3 players of Sterling, Koulibaly, and Cucurella have been one of our best 3 signings that we've done this season. I mean, our best 3 signings, and they've been the best on the pitch recently. So I'm confident players like Fofana, players like Aubameyang, players like Zakaria can come and do well. Young players, we got it here. So this is the picture with all the young ones, and this just came over 300 mil, and we made 50 million in income. So it was just about 260 that we spent this summer. Because his Senegalese friend will kill to show Koulibaly. But using these players, I expect us to do. As I said, league's done. Obviously, we're not winning the league. League's finished. We're not winning it, guys. Obviously, but I've said top 4 is priority number 1, and maybe getting a trophy from the side. I said I expect us to win a trophy, but I will understand us being in the circumstances if we don't win a trophy. Again, being the reasons of whatever happens during the run of. But I hope we can go for a Champions League. I hope we can push ourselves and go for a Champions League. I think we can really do quite well in the Champions League with these signings. Fofana, if he hits form like that, perfect. Aubameyang comes in, does his job. Like, that's what we need. I think the Chelsea fans are quite worried because they don't know a lot of us don't know how these players are going to be expected in this league. If players like Zakaria, Aubameyang and Fofana all hit that form, they're going to do well because we have absolutely class players here. Absolutely class players. Every team would want pretty much 6 to 7 of these players. 100%. If it's for the future, if it's for now, everyone would want pretty much nearly these 4 players. Every single team want these 4 players. Right? So it's great. Gabriel is a player looking forward to seeing him in the future. Yeah, he's a great keeper. Chicago, fire. Coming to replace Edouard Mendy. Hard to say this, but Arsenal, look, yeah, again, Arsenal is Arsenal. I think we'll see the drop soon. I think it's more that maybe this run could make them be in a top 4, champions. And I've said, guys, when Chelsea are underdogs, we will thrive. People are gonna write us off and all this and that. That's when we thrive the best. It's finally going to bench Kai Mount next game. Broja needs to start, especially if we go by the rumours that Aubameyang will be out for a month. If comes in, so who will be our front 3? Yeah, I've obviously before. I mean, Mount not starting in my books. I wouldn't want Havertz to start, but I think he might have to. But Broja, I mean, Mount is someone that I definitely think should not start. If I could choose, yeah, I wouldn't put Mount or Havertz in this team. I'll put Broja and Pulisic. But if I can sit here and I can say who may Tuchel drop, I'll probably say maybe Mount. Has got a bit recently. Didn't the Spaniards want him? No, Aubameyang. No one really wanted Aubameyang. I mean, Barcelona. You guys remember, Barcelona did not want to sell him. It was more he decided to leave. He wanted to leave on his own will. He wanted to take the challenge. He was up to join Chelsea to get that challenge. That's great. So I see if a player wanting to join the club, a player wanting to thrive, this top row right here. I don't know about these guys. I probably these guys as well, but definitely this whole top row are players who have left their club on their own will to join Chelsea to thrive. And when you got players who want to play for the club, that's when it's best. Kante's the best man if we have. Please, Tommy, try keep Kante. I mean, it's not Thomas Tuchel's fault. It's Kante. He's getting injured. Hey, Koulibaly, I think the manager might drop me. Koulibaly, don't worry about him joining Chelsea. Oh my god. Every year, not top. I mean, let's not forget. We had Fat Frank for that season. Then we got Tuchel last season. We did decent, right? We did okay. Stock standard for us, right? This season, we lost our owner. We lost a lot of players. We had to rebuild, right? Because we had stupid management that didn't give Rudiger and Christina contracts and all these other guys. So we had to start, not from the bottom, but we started from about 20, 30%, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's going to take a while for us to progress to be Premier League winners. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to be patient because we sack Thomas Tuchel and then we start from the bottom. We have to go get another manager, then build another team around him. It's like, I have the trust in this manager. I want to see a team built around this manager. That's what I want to see. Because I think this can happen. I think building a team around Thomas Tuchel is the right deal. But people will go, oh, I'm Tuchel out. They're Tuchel out. Okay, you're Tuchel out. Who do you want to go get? There's no one else to go get. So you have to stick with Tuchel because we've already started the journey. Let's finish it. We've clicked start on that game. Let's finish the game. Probably felt homesick. I'm sure that is. I understand Aubameyang, to be fair. If you have someone of Lewandowski caliber, you wouldn't. Exactly. He doesn't. And Barca fans highly respected Aubameyang. He came in for 6 months. He showed up for them. He did bits. And he left respectfully. Barca fans have a lot of respect for Aubameyang. I mean, exactly, yeah. I can't wait for him to play Arsenal. And I think he can't wait to play Arsenal. I think he knows it. Whereas Barca isn't the team they once were. I don't think he really realized that. I think because, you got Lewandowski. You also had Depay. There's no... And I think he's a player who loves to play football, right? He's not really there for the money. He's there to maybe we offered him more money as well. I think so, actually. But he's there to actually play football. And he wouldn't rather sit behind Lewandowski like, the Depay would. He wants to actually play football. And he's come to the hardest league. He's come for a different challenge. And he's here. Perfect. We have more players who join Chelsea because they want to win the UCL and not because they want to play for Chelsea. Maybe. Again, we can definitely win it. Again, that Arsenal tattoo is more shithousery. I'm loving that he has an Arsenal tattoo. because it just shithousery the Arsenal fans. Like the Arsenal fans are coming and goes, "Oh, you're letting a player with the Arsenal tattoo." I'm like, "Yeah, who cares? You're the ones complaining about it. You're the ones that cry over it." I mean, he's not our legend. He's your legend joining a club with an Arsenal tattoo. And again, the Arsenal tattoo has no synchronization to Arsenal. It's about his family. He's holding his 2 kids. He was just there in an Arsenal kit. He doesn't care that's Arsenal. The kit's not even red. It's just in color. Lukaku said, "Oh no, oh no," and Aubameyang took the number 9. Let's get a picture of that, guys. Aubameyang took the number 9, guys. Let's get this up. Chelsea. Just dead shit. Aubameyang took the number 9, guys. Oh no, the curse is still here. The curse is not leaving. Oh no, I did not want it. I did not want to take the number 9. I wanted 14 or 17 or whatever. Yeah. Also, he took number 9. Yeah, exactly. Like the curse. Hopefully, he's the one who breaks the curse. Hopefully, he's the one on the curse. What is your best 11 after these signings? What we will. I'll start that question, and when I do the West Ham lineup, which we'll do that soon. I'll pop that through for sure. But guys, let's get these likes up, guys. We've got 50 people in and only 31 likes, but we've got 110 votes. Come on, guys. Are you guys serious right now?
Are you serious right now, bro?
Remember, guys, the Aubameyang joined that club. Let's celebrate. Troops is probably smiling. See, it's just a sad reality of our club, like many others, are a stepping stone for most players. I'm sure players want to play for the Barcelona Bayern because that's their top. Again, Fofana is, he's young. He's choosing Chelsea. Like, I don't think that's true. I don't think not every player wants to play for Madrid. Not every player wants to play for Barcelona. Some players would like to play for Chelsea, play for Liverpool, play for Arsenal, play for City. They want to play for this club because they like the club. They see it. Remember, Bayern isn't winning the Champions League every year. Madrid maybe are. Madrid maybe are, but Barcelona aren't. City aren't. Chelsea aren't. It's the UCL has been quite different, except maybe for Real Madrid. Take away Real Madrid. Obama what? Obama who? That clip's too funny. Nippins in here says curses are made to be broken. Facts. And Chelsea fans were saying that Lukaku would break the curse, but he has not broken it. He has not broken it. Please, the Aubameyang break the curse. Yeah, we'll definitely do that now. We'll definitely do that. Why? And a garage. Not sure what's happening with what is happening at Chelsea since Roman. Why are they in a garage, not a studio? I don't think they're in a garage. I think it's like probably one of their like training facilities. I don't know. Just a shutter. I don't know. But let's get into West Ham. I want to get into West Ham now, guys, because we're gonna be here for probably about 15 more minutes. Let's bring this up, guys. Give me a sec. Guys, let's get these likes up as well, guys. Come on, get these likes up right now, guys. Are you guys serious right now, bro? Serious right now? All right, West Ham, guys. West Ham, guys. Let's look at these likes up for sure. Let's hope so. All right, let's go. 3, 4, 3, 4. Okay, let's go our new starting lineup. So let's go with all our new players, how they will start. So up front, stock standard, right? Aubameyang. That's what the players we know we're gonna always be starting when they're fit. Cucurella, Koulibaly, Sancho, Silva. Where is Thiago Silva? On the right, Fofana. On the right. Why is there another Fofana? Higher card. Well, on the right, James. From here, guys, where does it go from here? Because this is pretty much, if you're fit, they will start. These players will start if they're fit. Where does it go from here? I think Jorginho here. I think Kovacic and Jorginho are still our main midfielders. It's just if Jorginho is injured or he needs rotation, Zakaria will come in, and hopefully maybe Zakaria can perform better than him. Keeper, Mendy, and up front, probably be Mount, I guess. Now up front, so this will probably be our best lineup we can have. In terms of all the players that have joined, players that we've had, and then if we go on the bench, we got Zakaria on the bench. We've got who else we got on the bench? Well, Kante on the bench. This is assuming everyone's fit. We got no injuries, everyone's fit. Zakaria on the bench. You got Kante on the bench. Chalobah on the bench. You got Chilwell on the bench. You got Arsene on the bench. Nope, not that guy. Got Mendy on the bench. And who else would you have? You got Pulisic. And then you got, I'll put Chukwuemeka. Anas, but Chukwu. I'll put this guy in. I don't know. I can't spell it. This will be a bench. Plus, we'll get 5 subs. And then we'll probably have Ziyech. Oh, I forgot Havertz. Havertz will be there as well. Havertz. Ziyech. I don't know, man. You guys know the rest. But we've got a kind of good bench as well. I think this is a good team. This is a good team. I think this is a team where we can definitely challenge for trophies. This is a team where we've got stock standard top 4. I think this is a high quality team. Just need to keep everyone fit. Keep everyone fit. Keep everyone informed. This team will go far. For sure, for sure. What's everyone saying here? So you guys, Barca can never be broke. Please understand if it's a fan-owned club. Worst comes to worst, they will be. Yeah, exactly. The thing is, they weren't broke. It's just they were creating more debt rather than they were fixing the debt. That's the problem with them. Coverage the middle right wing is Mount. Tuchel, yeah, so his name. I would love the front three of Sterling, Abba, Pulisic. Yeah, I would love that as well. I would absolutely love that as well. Trusted and give a fair which is like Mount and Kai, given him run of 3-4 games, he will regain his confidence. It's like that, and that's my point. If Mount's gotten 16 games to prove himself, why doesn't Pulisic get the same amount of time? Because he never got a chance last season. Pulisic never got a chance like Mount did. So what sits there and tells me that Mount deserves to keep starting on this pitch? I don't see him. Loftus, Havertz, Ziyech, Gallagher on the bench. Yep, that's where they'll be. We can't even play our new player. He has a broken jaw. Yeah, I know. This is just the lineup for our. So when everyone's fit, this will be our best lineup we can have. It's our best lineup we can have. But let's go to West Ham. Let's go to West Ham. I'm gonna restart. Let's go to West Ham, guys. Let's talk West Ham game. Now, stuff from the back. Start again. So from the back, Edouard Mendy's not starting. I don't care. Kepa got engaged. Got that dog in him because of that drive. Kepa definitely starts for me. You know, I've always said Mendy needs to be disciplined, needs to be humble, needs to be put on that bench. You know, people come out and they say that Pulisic deserves a shot. People say Broja needs a shot. What about this guy as well? This guy also deserves a shot. He's been here, you know, hasn't been playing games for months when he deserved. Kept the professional, unlike Pulisic. Kept it very professional. Didn't go and cry. You know, kept it professional. Lived his life. Got his bag. Smiling at training. Balling it out at training. He deserves a shot. And when he deserves a shot, he will be our new starting keeper. Mark my words. Yeah, true. But that was just like the best we can get. But let's go. Okay, on the left, Khalidou Koulibaly. Now, guys, remember, West Ham haven't been doing well. That's what scares me more. So, Silva, even though I think we can rest him for the Champions League game. Silva. And Fofana starts for me. On West Ham. Fofana definitely starts for me. This Fofana. Fofana is definitely one who starts for me. I think he's had enough time to come here. I don't know if he's had a training session with the boys, but I think he's ready enough to start. I think he should be starting. Soxham James had that rest, had that illness. I hope he's back. Pop him here. Cucurella on the left, Sox standing. In the middle, Jorginho. I don't think Kovacic is even fit. See, I would start, honestly speaking, guys. Honestly speaking. Kovacic isn't fit. Kante isn't fit. I don't want to see Gallagher. I don't want to see Love. I would start Chukwuemeka. I'm sorry, but me personally, I would start Chukwuemeka or I would start Zakaria. I don't know, I'm gonna come back to that. Let me know everyone's thoughts. Left Sterling. Me up front, Broja. Me on the right, Pulisic. This is what my lineup would be. Me preferably, this would be my lineup. I just don't know who to put on the left hand side. Chukwuemeka or Zakaria. Because I'm sorry, I'm not starting Gallagher. I'm not starting Loftus-Cheek. I'm not gonna start. Who else is there? I don't know. That's pretty much it. I don't want to start those guys. I want to start people who deserve to have a shot. That deserve to have a chance to come on the pitch and prove themselves. And Chukwuemeka and Zakaria are the two players that do, but I don't know if they're very enough to start. I'm not too sure. 3-4-3 using Verda wingers, not the real Conte. Pulisic is the real winger, is what Inshal is saying here. But yeah, I agree. I think we do use more inside forwards than we do of actual wingers. That's why maybe Ziyech didn't really do well. Maybe that's why Pulisic didn't do well. Again, it doesn't suit everyone. This system, and we unfortunately have to understand that. Chukwu needs a chance. I would also start him too. And a question me, when will he get that chance? Will he get this today or next week? If I had to choose, I'll put it this game. Remember, guys, we've got Champions League is back. We've got Champions League next week, and we have to start rotating a lot of players. And I would start Kovacic on Champions League. So I'm going to put Chukwuemeka. I don't care. Chukwuemeka. I want this guy to start. How I said it. Chuk. Where? Chuk where? This is right. I see him. See him on there. I think this would be my lineup. This would be my preferred lineup for the West Ham game. And the reason why I would start some of these players is because we've got Champions League football on Wednesday. Got a lot of rotation. And no cover because he needs to be Wednesday. These Havertz and Mount are bums, then deserve to start. Maybe I might switch out Broja for Havertz and then start Broja Champions League. But 1, 2, 3, and 4 deserve to start on the game, either Champions League or they deserve to start it on West Ham. Either or. William says he missed 5 games. He was on the bench. He was on the bench for the one of the games. Was it Southampton? Yeah, he's been on the bench. Oh, Billy Gilmour was on the bench for Southampton as well. I don't even know. But yeah, Harvey Vale. So Billy Gilmour, Harvey Vale, and Madu were all on the bench last game, and they're all gone now. So that bench needs to fill up. But yeah, let me know everyone's last thoughts of feelings. We're gonna wrap up shortly. But guys, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for new guys. How many likes? Oh wait, on guys. How nice to guys. Smash this like button right now, guys. Vote in that poll because I haven't given my prediction on my thoughts on the window, which I'll give it now, guys. So this poll, 121 votes. We've got 51% of people said they will rate this window from a 7 to a 9. 23% said they'll vote it for a 4 to a 6. 10%, which is equal for a 10 out of 10 window or 1 to 3. I'm going to give this window an 8.8. 8.8. I think we've got a lot of quality players. The thing is that we went for some players that we didn't get, and instead of going for other players, we stopped. That's one thing I want to question. Why didn't we continue to go? Like, we missed out on what's his name. We didn't miss out, but thankfully we got rejected on Gordon, and thankfully we got rejected on the other guy's name. The other guy's name. Vardiol. We missed out on Vardiol, missed out on Gordon. That's fine, but we should have continued to go for someone else. And that's why I question. That's why I give it a bit of, 8.8. 8.6. I'll give it 8.6 actually. 8.6. Because I want to point that 2.2, to a bit of the manager as well. I think his choices were great, but we could have gotten more. Because the owner, who I would give maybe a 9.5, has done very, very well. Owners came in, he's backed the manager, he's given the manager the players he wants. He's, I think, initially given more, but then the manager might have rejected it. I'm not too sure, but he's had a month and a half. He got rid of our worst football director, Marino, and then got rid of all and done all the work for her. Like, great window for Todd Boehly for sure. Tuchel style, good about 8.6 for him. I think he could have definitely done a bit more, because I said he got the players, he could have got some more players, and then he just didn't. The first half of the season it's gonna be relentless. It's gonna be difficult, but I think with Chelsea Football Club we can push through it. 5. He's been used on the bench he's been on the bench a couple of times, but he's never been used. But same with Gilmour, same with Ampadu, but again, I don't think Tuchel starts him, but I would start him because I don't want to start Gallagher, guys. I'm so sick of. If if Gallagher starts anywhere, I would put Gallagher here. I would do it early. We should have done it before, because we should have played him here. If it didn't work out, we should have sold him. I would put Gallagher there. Ooh, how about Sterling rest a bit and Ziyech starts in the right wing? I wouldn't rest Sterling. No, it's a West Ham. Sterling needs to start. Chalaba left centre back. I wanted to do Cucurella left centre back for one time. Maybe Champions League. I want to, because he can play centre back. People don't understand. Cucurella can play on the left hand side centre back. But again, I don't think Tuchel likes his physique for that position. Gallagher would be better than Mount. Maybe Gallagher can become better than Mount, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does. I don't think Berger will start. Again, this is my prediction. That's what I would do if I had the keys. But I would put Gallagher here. I would test him here. I'll give him a shot here. I think he cannot play here. Gallagher can play. No, he cannot play here. Too much possession. He doesn't have it. Pardon me, and I've said it for months. If he comes in, he needs to play in the front three. He cannot play in a double pivot. No. Not in double pivot. Not in a double pivot. No, thank you. I'm just trying to see if there's any more breaking news. Anything new? Nottingham Forest on 18 starting squad players. That is absolutely insane. That is 18 new starting players. That is crazy. That is so crazy. That is so absolutely crazy. I can't believe they signed so many players. And real position too. And Gallagher kind of played around here. Like, he played more as a 10 at Palace. This is the closest you'll get to a 10. Not going to a double pivot of a 6. But again, this is my prediction for the game. I'm gonna say 1-0, keep a clean sheet. Sterling goal, Berger assist. So I would say, hopefully it's a good game. Because we must get this point. We must get 3 points. Like, if we even want any chance of getting close to the title, we have to win this game. We've already lost 2 games. Drew 1, 1-2. This is game week 6, guys. Like, the Premier League felt like it started yesterday. Felt like Cucurella just joined yesterday. Like, it's been nearly a month already. Like, we've been through quite a lot already, and this is a must win. The players need to show up. Players, the window's over. We cannot be getting any more players. These players we have need to show up. Even 10 minutes, he will always do better than Kai. He's fast and physical. He won't miss 3. So exactly. The thing is, he starts my personally called Tuchel. Mate, get that number ready, because Tuchel ain't gonna drop habits. I wish he would. Can't wait to see Jones get forward. Now we have Fofana. Yeah, that'll be great. That'll be absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to see that as well. Again, and he can give crosses to someone who can tap the ball in the back of the net. Aubameyang. So Havertz can't do that. So again, Aubameyang would be absolutely fantastic when it comes in. It's just what's his injury? When's his press? I think it's a press conference today. Is it a press conference, guys? Let's have a look. Let me see if Chelsea have put it on there. YouTube. Chelsea. No, they haven't put it up, but it should be today. It should be today, shouldn't it? Because the game's wait. It's right. Yeah, the game's tomorrow. Should be. No one liked Ashley Cole miss how new players are nothing like old players. Ashley Cole destroyed. Yeah, I remember that. I was watching like it was like a flashback, like Anthony Cole versus United, and he absolutely had him in his pocket. Absolutely had him in his pocket. Chivon says, I think Tuchel had his reason for not signing Broja, so I support him. Again, what's the reason for signing Havertz either? I don't know. I've said it. There's no point continually starting these bad players like Mount, like Havertz, when we got other players who I would prefer to deserve a shot. Simple. If you know someone's bad, someone's rubbish, there's no point in continuing to play him. Because Pulisic isn't that bad. Broja is not bad at all. It's great. So give them the shot. Give him a shot. Tuchel has to start again. I've said I think Tuchel has to start these players, or he'll receive backlash from the fans, which means backlash from the owners, because the owner wants to set a happy reputation for his first year. That's as simple. It's the fans who are making Tuchel not sign him and not sign him. Fine, yeah. Again, I will play 3 at the back whenever we have the players for it. I think for the back, we should only play 4 at the back if we don't have the facilities for the match. Bro, I think, again, Aubameyang's that striker, our main striker, and Broja's our secondary. Havertz will probably be our secondary, Broja will be our third, which I assume Tuchel will do, which she shouldn't. But Broja should be our secondary striker, and that's what we need. I've said Broja's not enough to be a first striker, but he deserves to be a secondary striker. And when you got bums like Havertz playing rubbish, that's when he deserves to come on. But yeah, guys, we got 71 people in here, guys. How many likes are we on, guys? We're on. Guys, we got 61 people watching, only 42 likes. Smash that like button, guys. Smash the like button right now, guys. Let's get to 50 likes right now. I'm serious right now, bro. Yeah, we do. We do. And that's why I would have taken Zaha in a heartbeat. And then Sterling could have gone on the right, and Zaha could have gone on the left. But I would have taken them in a heartbeat. But my prediction, I say 1-0 for West Ham. I think West Ham would be a challenging game because they've signed a lot of players, and they're haven't been doing well. And when teams don't do well, Charity FC is born. Yeah, I wish. Oh my god, I feel Rafinha. These problems would have been solved. Rafinha, Aubameyang, Sterling. Oh my days, we've done so well. We won. We actually would have had a chance of. I said I think top 4 is secured. It's just how we have to fight for it will be a bit difficult. If Jose agrees, I have to adopt to what players are now. Lampard is 23 was a man. Players on 23. They are brats. Yeah, I said it. These guys are boys. Like, they're boys in a man's sport. I've been saying this for months. Like, these guys are not comparable to these younger players. They got bigger egos. They listen to more of the fans, and the fans, when they hype them up too much, they exceed their level of expectation and need no room for improvement. It's I'll say it's a bit different times. I'm seeing if there's any breaking news before we wrap up, guys. What's this? Mendy needs to sit out 200%. Chelsea's a big team. We need players to compete fairly and feel the pressure. Deville did say that after we shot, he wants 100% on 99, so we'll see. And again, yeah, I can be consistent. Like, again, Chelsea fans will come out, they would say that, Havertz needs to be dropped, Mount needs to be dropped, but then they won't say that Mendy needs to be dropped. So it's a bit double standards, like usual. And I said Mendy needs to drop, Havertz needs to drop, Mickey, Mason, Mount needs to drop too. We need to start being an actual football club. Tuchel needs to start taking discipline. Tuchel needs to start humbling these players. Let's hope he does that. We're going to get Liao next window. Maybe, yeah. I think we actually made a bid for him this window, but he got rejected. Find a better shop. He is playing for his dream club and and again, he has to show up. Yeah, has to show up, and I think he will. But guys, that wraps up for today's stream, guys. Hope everyone did enjoy. Transfer window is shut, and tick tack, tick tack, tick tack,
tick tack.
Tic-tac. Window is shut, guys. I'm excited for Chelsea. Tomorrow, we'll be back. We'll be back till Monday, guys. Monday morning, because tomorrow is the game. She'll be out for, but I'll just come back for the game, and I'm working Sunday. So Monday we are back. We're gonna be doing no more transfer, guys. Actually, we're gonna probably be doing a preview for the UCL game. And maybe if there's any news on anything, again, there's no more transfer. This is probably the last transfer news stream. The rest is going to probably be reviews and reactions and all that. So make sure we have that post notification bell on, guys. Make sure that bell is turned on. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you do share this stream as well, guys. Share it far and wide. I would appreciate that heavily, guys. And yeah, I will be back here about Monday. We've been here for about over 90 minutes. I was not expecting it. I was supposed to be here for like 20, 30 minutes, over an hour. But be able to have a chat. Hope everyone has a good rest of the day. I'll catch you guys Monday. Let's pop. What are we playing on? Let's leave you guys with some troops happiness. Big up to everyone. Take care.